Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda7 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 vlog here today. In this video, I'm going to be going over this week's update and patch notes, although there were only 2 patch notes actually this week, and one of them was a hotfix from last week. This week we have a new event that's started actually, as well as one of the smallest graphical reworks I have ever seen, and definitely an interesting place to have it. It's basically been done only because people are going to be coming to this location for the event, as far as I can tell, and the event is only here. Seems kind of just like so they don't have to have every single event be in the Lumbridge crater. And they might be trying to switch up where they have them. And I mean, it's a good excuse to have a graphical rework. I just kind of wish they maybe had picked a more relevant location. But still, it is definitely not bad, and a small area is ideal for something small scale like this. But basically, it's over here at the Dwarven Mine, so I'm going to head over there now from the Feldor Lodestone, and you can see all these rocks right here along this cliff. I think they've been added. Like, it used to look like this, and the whole thing has been reworked a little bit. It's now pretty much all made out of stone. Before it was buildings, I believe, similar to this one, and I think it looks better for sure. It's definitely interesting to see the comparison between like this building and this. Like the things that are newer graphics, and when they do reworks, you can kind of tell things are more like smoothed out and blended looking than the other things in the game, and it probably overall looks better, but when it's sitting next to older stuff, it kind of looks strange in comparison. What's up with this tree? It's just missing the top. That is that's an interesting look there, but yeah, it is kind of strange to see it in comparison to like everywhere else in the game. Like something like this wall, you can tell is very, I don't know, it's kind of like jagged looking. It's not as like smoothed out as you'd think it would be if they did the rework for it. I mean, I don't really care about this stuff all that much, but it's just noticeable. And I know they can't do a graphical rework for the whole game or anything like that all at once. It's definitely something that's going to be a process as they go through the different areas. And I'm actually going to turn roofs on really quick because it looks a little bit strange in the picture they've posted for if you have roofs on. Where the heck is that? There's so many freaking options in this game. I am not seeing it. There it is. Remove roofs, none. Yeah, so that's kind of weird. Those are kind of weird roofs, like it has a hole in it. So why is the roof even there? Good question. But yeah, they're still like buildings kind of, but they're not made out of wood or anything like that anymore. I'm going to turn those back off ASAP. Honestly, I'm curious, does anybody... Wait, did that not work? Remove roofs always. What is the difference between all and always? I don't understand. Or I guess all only will do it when you're under a building. Selectively is interesting. I wonder what that does specifically. But anyways, I'm kind of interested. Does anybody play without roofs always off? Because I have just always had roofs off pretty much ever since I started playing. And I've never really known anybody that plays with roofs on. Be interested to see in the comments if anyone does. But anyways, let's talk about the event now. Basically, there's this guy here, Doran the Tool Artisan, and there's a nice temporary bank chest appropriately labeled right here as well as a part of the event, I guess, although it's not really needed because you can use things straight from your bank for the event. And I think this event is definitely pretty interesting. It pushes a little bit more on the MTX than the token events have in the past, to be honest, which is obviously not good. But the concept behind it is pretty interesting, especially considering that they could use it for future content, and I think that would be pretty cool. But basically, you have this guy, Doran the Tool Artisan here, and you can use him to create items. And there's a whole long list of items here that you can use him to create. And as you do so, he will gain XP and level up, meaning you can create more different items. So as you can see, these ones require 10, 15, 25, 20, 30. So you need to get higher levels to get those unlocked and then create them. And there's also some new items here. All of these consumable buffs are new apparently, and I'm not sure what they all do. I mean, some of them are pretty obvious. Critical enhancer, geode enhancer. But then like fishing item XP enhancer, what the hell does that mean? Fish flinging enhancer, that's interesting. Wood cutting, oh, I guess that probably means like hatchet XP and stuff like that. Smithing respect enhancer. What the hell is fletching size enhancer? I don't have a single clue. So there's a bunch of new buffs that you can get from this guy, and I'm interested to see if those end up coming into the game in some permanent fashion somehow. But yeah, at the start, you can only make the Dwarven Artisan Rod or Prismatic Small Fallen Star. As you can see, this gives 150 XP. Small Fallen Star gives 50 as XP instead. So you can do one of these and get a level up. As you can see, his level is right here. And the way you create these items is kind of interesting as well, since you do need a bunch of regular resources on top of the Artisan Patches. So as you can see, you'll need 200 yew logs, or willow logs rather, which I've already contributed, 1 rope here, and then 75 bronze and steel bars on top of 1,000 of the Artisan Patches. And these Artisan Patches are basically the token for this event, the token that you'll get while doing any skilling or any PVM or anything pretty much around the world. You'll be getting these patches. I currently have 388, so it looks like you get them at pretty much the same rate as past events, and you'll need just a random amount of them for the item itself, as you can see there. And actually you can't even look at other recipes until you unlock them, but say you need 1,000 for this, so I'll need those. But then if you look on like the steel bars or something, say I'm lazy and I don't want to get steel bars, maybe if I'm an Iron Man, I can just go ahead and skip these with 750 of the patches as well. So, and then of course you can buy the patches via rune coins or bonds if you want to waste your money. So that's pretty much the MTX portion of it. Is like, if you don't want to get these resources, you can skip them using the patches. So it's really similar to the yak track in that way, where you can skip the skilling portion if you're, I mean, I guess you don't have like these types of things you can actually just buy. So it's similar, at least it's pretty much the very same as the yak track in the Iron Man perspective, but for mains it's a little bit less tempting to skip things because you can just go buy them off the GE for fairly cheap most of the time. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I kind of like the idea of being able to level up an NPC via, you know, crafting things through them. I think that's something that they could definitely apply to content in the future at some point. I think it could be pretty cool. I like the system for sure. The event, I mean, it's not all that epic or anything. I know that all the stuff in this section were released during that Master Crafter event. I think that was earlier this year, but I'm not sure. I think that there are some all new things as well. The Dwarven Artisan items are new, I think, and they do mention stuff that was previously found only on Treasure Hunter. So maybe that's what they mean by the Dwarven tools. I'm not 100% sure. The news post isn't exactly clear which of these things is from Treasure Hunter previously, but it's good that they're available off of Treasure Hunter now. That's always good when they bring things to the main game that you can get, even if it's through an event. And even if the event has MTX, you don't need to use the MTX to get the stuff that was previously unavailable outside of Treasure Hunter. Yeah, it does say a set of Dwarven Artisan tools, and you can also get this banana knife, which I don't know how that works, but yeah. All these enhancers and stuff, as well as all the stars and everything in here, is not available to Iron Man, which of course is good. I mean, the Prismatic Small Fallen Star is actually pretty cheap to make. 1 Viswax, 3 rubies, and then 250 of the Prismatic Star, of the Traveling Patches. I mean, that's pretty cheap, to be honest with you. I may go ahead and actually create one right now. Or no, I can't actually create 2 of them to level them up, so I'm not going to bother. But yeah, I think it's a pretty cool idea. I'm definitely looking forward to see if they want to do this with actual permanent content, because I think it'd be pretty cool. And as you can see, this event lasts for about 3 weeks, so it does have quite a bit of time on it. And I mean, hopefully that'll be enough to collect all of the cosmetics and everything. I don't know how hard the things are going to be to create in terms of their resources once you get the guy up to a higher level. We'll have to wait and see on that, but definitely interested. And yeah, I think it's a pretty cool event, coupled with a decent looking graphical rework for the Dwarven Mine. So not the worst week by any means, for sure. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty decent. And I'm hoping we get a Ninja Strike next week. I kind of feel like we're due for another Ninja Strike pretty soon, as the only one they did this month was the double XP changes, which weren't that significant. So I'm hoping to see it next week. If not, then certainly the week after would have to be, I would assume, for the September, the first one of September at the very least. So we'll have to wait and see. But either way, you guys can let me know your thoughts on this event down in the comments below, as well as if you like this graphical rework, yes or no. I think it's pretty decent, and hopefully they continue with graphical reworks in other areas of the game as well, as something the game definitely benefits from, in my opinion. But yeah, as far as the patch notes, by the way, like I said, there was only 2 patch notes, and the only one that is actually not a hot fix was the Vine Whip special attack will no longer occur when switching to magic or range attack styles when using the Essence of Finality amulet. I don't know what that really means exactly, but I guess there was some exploit with the Vine Whip where you could use it with non-melee weapons. They also did a hot fix that prevented, I guess it was a bug where people could use a channeled spec and switch to another Essence of Finality with a different spec and trigger that during the same GCD, which is obviously not good, or not intended at the very least. Don't know how OP that was. Like, I don't even know what a channeled spec is, like which specs are channeled. I have no idea. But either way, that is pretty much going to be the end of this video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know again your thoughts in the comments. And if you missed it, I uploaded a short little update for my hardcore yesterday, so you can check that out. If you're wondering where the episode was, I pretty much explained everything in that video. And I also mentioned, which I guess I'll mention again, I am thinking about doing a Solok basing guide for, like an advanced Solok basing guide. If you guys are interested in that, you can let me know in the comments. I think I might make it anyway, but it would be nice to see some support for it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.